have one.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I have an X-Acto knife. Okay. Hey guys. Iraq Vet, thank you. We're glad to be home. It was kind of a chilly ride home too, but not as bad as the ride down. Not that bad.
No, but it was damp and we were kind of got used to that warmth a little bit. So we kind of got a little bit spoiled. But we only had one day that was like we didn't wear nothing but t-shirts. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And even though there was that one day that we wore tank tops and t-shirts, we got a little sun, had a little bit of a sunburn peeling on my forehead, and his shoulders were peeling yesterday.
Yeah. So I'm cutting limes.
Let's see. Happy Friday the 13th to you too, Brandy.
Happy Friday the 13th. We're going to do a little Corona drinking while we're going live.
Let's see.
All right.
Welcome home. Thank you, Anonymous Biker.
Thanks, man. Get you on, sweetheart.
Oh, Mike, you said you and Laura are pulling the trigger on some Legend suspension.
Ooh.
That is exciting.
Fancy. What are you getting?
Are you doing the Revo A's or going with something different?
The step up with the cylinder, which are called, I forget. They're badass. They give you a little bit more.
I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Revo A's. That's
Revo
awesome.
A. Well, we got to hang out with Legend while we were down there at Daytona. We'll do a little salute. We'll do a little cheers before we get to
Smitty, you said you don't have to have fruit with your beer. We drink lime with every beer.
What can I say?
All of them.
I'm a little fruity. We do love lime. And I don't drink Corona. I was going to say Corolla. We don't drink Corona very often.
Don't drink the Corolla.
But we thought we might as well.
Yeah, we did a step up. So instead of the Corona Extra, we did the Premier.
Yeah, 6-pack was like $9. I like shit my pants. Well, here's to being home and love and love.
On to the next adventure that's not canceled.
That's not canceled.
Indeed. Let's see. They're okay.
Not Dos
I think this is probably the first time that we've drunk Corona.
Not a Dos Equis. Well, I have. We get down in them places. One thing I don't drink anymore, and that's Bud Light. So I deal with some arthritis, which it's gout is what it is. So I've noticed some of the beers, I really, honestly, I limit myself anymore to a lot of drinking because I struggle with that. When on the bike, I definitely don't want to be dealing with that. But I drink a lot of Dos Equis because it seems if I get on a kick, it doesn't affect that as much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Modelo.
Oh, Modelo.
Eric, you said Modelo. Yeah, that's a really good beer that we've had a lot. It's not, can't always find it. That and Pacifico, you can't seem to find those two very often around in our area. You guys may have more,
Right. So, that's one thing I always ask if they have Dos Equis. They seem to always have Stella Artois, which I like Stella as well. We drank quite a bit of Stella while we were down there. And I say quite a bit. Yeah.
Rolling Rock.
Oh, yeah, Rolling Rock. But that's the cheap green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll drink a lot of, I don't know what it is. It's just, that's kind of my taste. I have to be in a mood for a lot of things, but Dos Equis, it usually always hits the spot.
Yeah, Iraq Bet, you said Jameson, ginger ale, and a squeeze. It's all about the bourbon.
Oh, yeah, I don't drink a lot of bourbon.
Natty Daddy's is the man's beer.
Very cool.
You were drinking out of a Pringles can in the thumbnail. Oh. No, I was spraying him down with Lysol.
Oh yeah, a little Lysol. I do like Pringles though, but I'll take the Lay's. You know, the Lay's have it in the Pringle like can. I really like the Lay's. And other stuff I don't need to be eating. Of course, I'm always trying to watch my weight because it creeps up on me. And then we get out riding a bike though, I lose weight pretty quick. So it's a constant thing.
Mike, you said that moonshine is the only way to go. That's funny that you said that because I did see a meme on, you know, the internet land there, and it was like Popcorn Sutton and some others sitting around a steel, and it's like, no, officer, this isn't moonshine. We're making hand sanitizer.
Yeah, so actually we have some homebrew available in the house right now if we wanted to. I just try to stay away from it because especially going live, and so we've been doing more social media stuff, and nobody wants to see me drunk. So, and you may see little bits of it throughout some videos, but we really limit because I've already got that southern swollen kind of tone to me, and I get to slur and even more when I get to drink, and you can't understand me.
Yeah, I'm a sloppy drunk. So that's not good to be on camera either.
Well, I don't, you know, she has that problem with walking anyway, and then you throw a few beverages in, it's a great show to watch. I've seen, we'll just be standing talking to people, and she'll just go, bam, hit the floor. I'm like, shit, pick her up.
I did do that. I just like fell out. I didn't even pass out. I just
fell
fell over.
I think you stumbled.
And then I was like,
bam.
I don't know how that happened or anything. I just could be standing up and go boop, boop. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Yeah, sloppy drunk is great content. Yeah, Eric, stay tuned. No, it won't ever be.
Yeah.
I'm the editor, so.
Editor in chief. Speaking of that, you know, I've been saying a little bit more, you know, give our video a thumbs up because Steph is working awful hard on these videos, and she really is. The video that she just got done, that we were up last night actually to 2 o'clock this morning. She's been working really hard on this video as well that we're fixing to drop within hours here. Of course, it'll go to you members first. You guys will get to watch it sometime and get your intake on it as well. And matter of fact, by saying that, you guys watch that video, you members, and you see something in there, you know, you get to see it first, yell at us or something. If you see a little glitch or something going on that we might need to hone in a little bit, because she'll render, we'll watch. We try to catch everything, but if we don't catch it, give us a little heads up and we'll see if we can't fix it. But she's really putting in a lot of hard work. This video she's got, we estimated yesterday she probably, and I'm not shitting you a bit, she had every bit of 8 hours in. And then today she had about 4 hours in. Yeah. So, you know, 11, 12, something else. She's got some time in. This video, though, of course, we film so much, and we want to show everything, and it's hard to get it in the timeline. And plus, we'll make a 3-hour video. Like, she rough drafted last night, and it was 2 hours and 30 minutes. Nobody wants to watch 2 hours and 30 minutes of nonsense. Yeah. And so it's she's got it scaled down now. I just watched it. That's why we were just a tad bit late going live at 7, because we were kind of, well, I wanted to see it, of course. Yeah. And we made a little bit of changes. Something I'm really excited about on this video is we actually got to meet the owner of Snake and Jake's Christmas Lounge. That is a little dive bar outside of the quarter over toward the Garden District over in there. And we got to meet and hang out with him. And if you've watched any of Anthony Bourdain, he actually went there. You know, they drove him up and he went into this. So they open at 7 and they stay open to 7. And we just couldn't hit that timeline. It was just, a lot was going on. So we went by and we were about an hour and a half early, rolled up to get some pictures. I wanted to see it. And the dude walks out and he's from the house beside him. He's like, "Hey, man, we don't open till 7. And I'm like, "Yeah, man, I know. We can buy Legendary in my mind to see Anthony Bourdain." And he goes, "Well, hell, I'm the owner." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm the owner." And you'll see some of this. It's kind of, we talk about it more in the video. You'll see me and him talking, but we spent a good hour talking to him. and his woman pulled up, and we just hung out. And then they were like, "You want to go and have a beer?" And I was like, "Man, we got to ride a little bit," and because we had to get some more stuff filmed that evening. And it sucked though because I was wanting to take the time and hang out, and I kind of think we should have, but we had to be some places. But it's a really cool experience, and it was one of the highlights.
And perfect timing too.
Yeah, and he actually got my number, and he's like, "Man, we want to come up to the Ozarks," so we traded numbers, and just somebody really cool. Yeah,
very neat.
Cool little tidbit about the next video that we'll be dropping.
Yes.
What's it labeled? What's the name of it?
I don't know what we're gonna name it.
When they come up with a catchy title. Get my narration voice.
Saddle Tramp. Yes, we are back home. Was a short trip. No, not really a short trip. We were gone for 20 days on the road. We left out on the 21st.
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
So you may not have followed or seen the beginning of it and caught the first of it. But yeah, we left out and went down to New Orleans, rode the coast 90 all the way through the Gulf and on into the Panhandle, and then we cut over
to the St.
Spent a couple of days in St. Augustine, then spent 4 days in Daytona, and then took 2 days to get back.
Yeah, so it was like 20 days on the bike. I believe, I'm going to check, I think we got 3,000 or so on the bike on this trip. So no, it wasn't a short ride, or it might be. You may be putting in 6 or 7 or 8,000 miles in a ride.
Yeah,
which I know there's people do it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
let's see. I'm trying to catch up on some comments. Yeah, M. Griffiths, love dive bars and restaurants. That's one of our biggest things. We love just older establishments that have some history. And
yeah, absolutely. And I mean,
it's a little grungy, and it's okay if
it's what it's all about. We really like it. We've been doing it for years. Of course, everybody else has. So yeah, this video that we're going to drop will show a little bit of that as well. We're going to start showing more of that stuff, and we have started more on that. But I do, since everybody's kind of tuned in now, I do want to take a moment and say we're thinking about everyone that is affected by what's going on in the world today, whatever, is going on with the virus and all this. We want to say our thoughts are with each and every one of y'all. We do take it lightheartedly a lot and joke about it because, it's what we do. But honestly, at the end of the day, if anybody's sick and anybody's ailing from an element, our hearts are out to you. It sucks. A lot of people are kind of getting upset about stuff being canceled, and we've got some friends that are going to certain events and it's got canceled and stuff. But everybody's got to do what they got to do, of course.
Yeah. And it sucks.
And it sucks. Does suck. And a lot of money going out, and all the way around. It's a rough deal. But I think it's really important for everybody to stay positive and give each other a little hug, even if it's an internet hug.
Yeah, just internet hugs or air hugs. Don't make contact with people. Avoid people at all costs.
Yeah, so that's one thing that we kind of messed around the other day with is we're not shutting down. We're getting ready. I'll be up at Denny's Harley Davidson this Monday, and we'll be doing a service, the 20,000 or so service now that we got on there, and we'll be doing a little bit of other things to the bike, getting ready to head on over to Arizona for Arizona Bike Week, if everything holds out for that. And if not, we've got other things in the works. If that was to maybe something going with that event, not saying if it is or isn't, but we've got other things that we'll be doing. And if you're tuning in right now, I'm the Ornery One, and this is the Ornery Squaw, and this is the Ornery One's channel. And Steph and I ride a motorcycle wherever the hell we want to, showing you what we do and what we're up to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we do. A little bit more to it. You can dig into our story and see what it's all about. All you got to do is scroll down and keep looking, and you're going to see it. You can also go to the website, a little bit about us. Just a real quick, brief deal, because we have a lot of people like, what the hell is this channel? Who are you? You're live and I'm watching you. So I'm just like the coolest motherfucker you might ever meet.
I agree. M. Griffiths, you said fresh air is good for fighting the virus, so ride your bike. Yeah. Good
Yeah, no shit.
quality clean air, kind of
I heard
clean
that.
out your nose, nostrils,
Right.
and no. Yeah. Let's see. Hey guys, when you're finished, may I invite you to join me on my live stream? Would be great to have you guys on. Yeah,
So
send us a message.
So who is it?
Scouts Adventures.
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What are you going to be talking about? Because I might want to talk about it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading comments too. Jason, you said you got to go. You're going to go crash a neighbor's party in the trailer park. I hope you have fun with that.
I love a good trailer house party. That's where we all are to be.
Yes.
They won't kick us out of that. Well, they might kick us out.
Who knows?
Only if you burn one
down. Yeah, no emotional, sappy stuff. We're staying upbeat tonight.
Hell yeah, brother.
We'll try our best.
Yeah. So, with that being said, so we'll be getting geared up, and we're excited about what's coming up for sure. Everything on the bike did really well. We've got our new helmets that we've been running. They've done very good. I'm super happy and pleased with them. Still have a little deal where I'm trying to open it, but that might just be me. All the mods that we did has been great. The suspension, Legend suspension, Revo 8 has been amazing. They really made our ride. And we got down in some of those streets down in the quarter. It's worse than dirt roads, if you ask me. There's some
pretty rough.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've done really well. I'm super happy with those. Of course, this. Custom dynamics, everything on our bike, there are lights, not one problem, everything working really good with them. Honestly really enjoying the body lights, the Wizards. We got to run with them the other night because we ran pretty late, and I lit the road up, and it was really cool too because it has different features. But I put it so it has a flash mode, which I'm always like, what the hell? But when we were running back through there from Mountain Home, there was a shit ton of deer out. And I was like, the hell with it. I'm going to turn these on. I turned them on blue and they flashed. And holy shit, it lit the road up just. And the deer, we were running by them. You can see they were just, when we went by, just like, what the hell? So that, and once again, when you hit the brake, they'll light up red when you hit your brake. So it's all tied in. So that function, and I'm really digging those. Those have been. Surprisingly, they surprised me because I've not always been into body lights really, or chassis lights, but these have functions, and it's like,
yeah.
And me and you both are all like, but there again, we're at a point where we thought baggers were like, nobody cares about your fucking bagger, and then here we are.
I want that T-shirt.
Yeah, because running choppers and shit all our life.
Yeah, but I like the fact that it has a purpose.
Yeah,
and I find ourselves using them more often than what we thought, and because they do have a good purpose.
Yeah, and I'm super. I still, again, I keep thinking like I really, really dig these.
Yeah, and Barbara, we're gonna do a video on them. We did a little bit of a clip on our story over this last week, but yeah, we're gonna do a full video.
We actually have it already recorded, but we couldn't get everything out before we went on the trip because everything came in within 2 weeks before we left.
So we got a lot of footage to go through, but one thing that we do like to do is do a video of the product and installing it, but then do a separate video of reviewing it because honestly, we can't say, yeah, these are badass and there's like good reasons to have this and they help us here and they help us there until we run a couple of thousand miles.
Once again, that's what I'm sort of cut you off, sweetheart. It just got me really. That's once again what we do with the Ornery One. We're not selling product, we're actually using product. So these products that we use, we want to run them, and we run them for 1,000 and we've had different products on the bike that we never talked about. It just didn't work out.
I feel like I need a koozie.
You need a koozie? Well, hey.
Oh, I was thinking coaster, but a koozie will do.
Just give me just a second, love.
Yeah, we got.
Let me get them out here. There's your koozie. I guess we do need one. Good thinking. We'll take
I was
this.
thinking of a coaster.
We'll take this koozie right here.
I like the koozie.
We'll take this koozie right here, and we'll cover up.
Oh, what's your koozie say?
Oh, just 100% on, double shot of love.
Where'd you get that?
My sweetheart got it for me. I heard they were really badass. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and cover up the Corona right there with that.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
M. Griffiths, you said you got to get one of those. Actually, I think for all of our members this month, we're going to send out a koozie for all of our members.
Yeah, and some stuff. That reminds me, you guys, if you are a member, and you can be a member if you'd like to be, all you have to do is, well, sign up on YouTube and be a member. But every month we give away to our members. We go live just with our members, and we bullshit around, and then we do our drawing, which we do a reverse drawing.
A lot like this, but we tell them top secret things.
Top secret stuff, and we really get down to the nitty gritty. So it's a little bit more intimate. We really get into it. Also, you get behind scenes, and you get access to different things.
And we have our private.
It is private.
Our private Facebook group.
Yeah, which is fun.
And if any of you guys are on Discord, sorry to cut you off.
Discord.
If anyone's on Discord, this fella is on Discord.
Yeah, doing my damnedest.
You can
so
chat it up with him.
Yeah, so which you guys are putting some cool pictures on there.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And doing some cool shit. Really. Okay. So anyway, we do a drawing, we do a reverse drawing. So we put everybody that's a member of 100% Octane, we put it in a pot, and we do a reverse drawing. Whoever's last is the winner. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is a loser. But this month,
we love losers.
No, I'm a loser. But this month we'll be giving away the SF2 by Senna. Yes. So this is some products that we give away. Senna we use all the time. We are actually running right now. I can show you because a lot of you guys are into vlogging, which you should be.
Yeah, and anybody has questions. I know that there's support moto vloggers, hashtag and group and stuff like that out there also. But if you guys have any questions you guys want to ask us, you're more than welcome to.
Absolutely. So with that being said, this is what we're using on our helmet. Steph has one as well. You and I have one. Anyway, this is the Senna Evo 10 action camera. We run the C2. This is the new one that they came out with. You can go on our videos and you can see what the quality is. You can hear us talking. We had a couple questions last week. This is what we're using on our helmets. If you're wondering how good they work, just go watch a video. You can watch and you can see us using them. Super easy to come on and off and charge, and they've been hooking up really well. We have the mic inside, which I use a boom mic, which is right there. And like we'll be running down the road, you can hear our conversations. Steph will be on the phone taking care of everything here, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's it's always a fun time. Brandy, you'd asked when are those videos? So we do those on Facebook. I mean, sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I just totally mess up. We do those on YouTube. I'm trying to get the link for you guys. Some of you guys asked how you become a member, so I was going to throw the link up there for you guys.
Wow, you really motivated. So Steph is going through. She's going to throw up a link for you guys. So yeah, so like I said, being a member, we have 3 different members. If you want to be in the giveaway, it's of course the 100% Octane. And then every month, like I said, we do that drawing. And we enjoy Senna products, and we give quite a bit of Senna away. Yeah,
so I don't want this whole live feed to be all about our membership. Yeah, but if you guys want, the link is there. There's 3 different tiers. We have 87, 93, and 100% on Ornery Octane. So the 100% Ornery Octane is the level that we give away free stuff each month. But yeah, like I said, you get all kinds of different benefits each tier. Of course, it grows the higher the tier. It's like $10, $9.99 a month or whatnot. But yeah, that's there.
Yeah, guys. So we're not pushing that stuff. But what I was talking about is vlogging, though. You can go check out those videos, and you can see those cameras actually work in action. And we use them all the time. We also, something else, because we've been having questions about this. So our GoPro and our mount. So I use Rick Rack. So this is one of them that I use.
Some people had asked on our pictures what mount that is that holds, because this is the mount that goes
on the bar. So they have some bar mounts and stuff like this, but this is what I'm using. You'll see that because we actually got the KST spearheads handlebars, which they're 1.5 inches, so they're pretty massive, and we didn't have a adapter. So Rick Rack has this adapter, which is a C-clamp, and it has Acme thread on it, and it'll clamp down and fit pretty much anything you can do it on anywhere on your bike. And then it has this ball head, which you can unscrew, and you can adjust this ball, and that ball will let you, set the angle and pitch and, hold your GoPro, which you can see on a lot of our footage, that a lot of times when we're riding with the Sennas and it's on, you can see that GoPro up there and you can see that mount. So it's on a swivel. So I'll just be riding down through there and I'll swivel that around so it gets shots of us, shots of the side, or whatever we may be looking at. I'll just scroll around and you can see that. So Rick Rack has all that stuff. They have a lot more too.
We have the fender.
Oh gosh, this is
mount.
badass. No shit. So they sent me this and I was like, I don't know, on the fender. So you take a fender bolt out and then it runs a stud in and it has the same ball on it and all that. You can adjust all that in there. Put the GoPro down there. So I don't have 2 GoPros. I have 1 GoPro. So I'm having to switch it back and forth. And I think we have a 7 white or something. But so we put it down there the other day and holy shit, it's badass.
Yeah, and it's super
Great
smooth,
placement.
which now they say that the new GoPro is a gimbal killer.
The 8.
But even though the 7, I mean, it's like smooth, and the mount, it doesn't like vibrate or shake or anything. It's really solid in there.
Yeah, so I was just going to talk a little bit about what we're using on there. Like I said, so you can go get any of that stuff at Rick Rack and you can look around there. That's what we're using. We also run with their bag on the back as well. They got a quick connect. A lot of cool shit there you can go check out, though, and you can get it all rigged up. They have fairing mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there and talk about that for a second.
Yeah. Mike, you said that you just talked to Rick Rack this afternoon. So that's awesome. Yeah,
they're really cool people. So I personally another thing with these products that we're using, I know these people. I've called them on the phone or I've sit there and talked to them. I ask them all these nosy ass questions, and I know they're like, what the hell is up with this guy? But I want to know what their product is, where it come from, how they got it, what it's, what their purpose kind of is, and I fill it out. So Rick Rack is definitely just another one of those that I know who they are. I know what they've got, and they sell a lot of stuff too. They sell custom dynamics as well. And
they have other products, not just GoPro mounts and stuff. They have like the bag that we carry, our luggage bag, and our luggage rack.
Quick Connect is really cool. We ran it all last year. Now we've got the tour pack on the back, which it fits on that rack as well, and it's been doing well. I don't know if you guys want to know about all this stuff, but I'm talking about bike related stuff. So it's just stuff that I've been running. I'm like, this is badass shit. I want to tell you all about this. It's working. Everything that we've done so far has been good. All of our upgrades we've done good this year.
They have.
Yeah.
So like if there's anything you guys want to ask, now's the time.
You don't want to hear about
our blabbering.
Yeah.
It's our Friday night special. Did they catch the hit and run jerk?
Okay. I'm sure they didn't. So the clip, so what we're talking about here, I put a little bit of clip. I didn't know if I really wanted to share that. And today we were working on videos and I was like, man, I kept watching it. And I was like, what a dick, So I put it on the story. So what it is, Steph and I had gone out. We'd went down on Main Street and we came back and we were going to eat at the Oyster Pub.
Oyster Pub.
So we got a lift.
Which is only like a half a mile from Main Street, but it was cold and nasty out. So we just got a lift, and plus we've been drinking. And so, we got a lift and got dropped off at the Oyster House.
Pub.
Yep. Oyster Pub.
Okay, so we get dropped off there. We get out, which wasn't far where we were staying there. And I was like, Steph, let's go in and grab something to eat. So we get out, we're walking across the street, and I see this dude, right? He's on I don't know, a twin cam, 103 probably somewhere. New member, thank you, man.
Matthew Scott.
Thank you.
Thank
100, you'll be entered in the drawing. That's badass. Get back to the story. So the dude was just like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr," and it caught my eye, and he was kind of doing the whole like weird jerky movements. And I was like, oh man. First I was like, is something wrong with him? I was like, well, hell yeah, he's drunk. So I stopped, and he seen me, and he stopped. Oh, okay. So I turned and walked in. As we were walking in, I heard and when that happened, I was like, what? I turned, I told Steph, I was like, that guy. Well, he was going to he had a parking space where he's going to back into. There's 2 bikes there. So he went up to go in, and when he went up to turn the back in, he nailed that bike and knocked it over. As I was turning, I seen all this. So, of course, I'm like, well, he's going to stop. He's drunk. I hope he don't fall over, But I looked at him. He looks at me. I looked at the bike. It fell over, and I'm like, what the? And he drives across in front of me, hits the stop light right there, and I'm like, and I take off, and he zips around the corner and just whop, 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 and I'm running. I just take off yelling at him. I don't know what the hell was I going to do, but it was my instinct. Took off running down through there. He catches a red light. So I'm coming up on him, coming hard too, and I'm like, hey, and my fat ass is running, and people are looking at me, and my chains slinging, I'm running, and I get about 20 feet from him, closing in, and he just looks back, and he's like, and he just gasses on it, takes a right, and he runs off. So I walk back in there.
And he was he was an older man. He wasn't.
He was about 55 years old, if I was guessing, And I come walking back.
Not old. I'm just saying older than what I would have expected a drunk dude on a bike.
So you think once I hit anyway? So
maturity level, yes.
Okay. Well, so you just had on the bike. I've already talked to the dudes. They're like, I'm like, dude, you gotta pick it up. So I just got a recording. I went over and set the bike up, and it's sitting there. Alarm's going on. Steph and I go in. We're eating. Everybody hears the alarm. I told everybody what's going on. Our waitress, like, what do you want? I'm like, I do Sagis, and I want some shrimp or some shit, a burger. And then she's like, hey, man, the dude that owns that bike is out there. Will you go talk to him? So I went out there and talked to him, and it messed it up some. And I was just like, what are you going to call the cops? And he's like, well, what the hell's the cops going to do? I was like, hey, man, I'm just asking if you want me to tell him what I seen. But he was just sad, and I was like, well, let's see if it starts up. So he reached over and started right up, so heart goes out to him. It did ding it up some. So that's what that was all about. But they never did catch the guy. Not that I know of. There's so much shit going on, guys. It's just like that time of night. It's just, wait till you see this video. No, listen. So the video that's coming up she's fixing to drop. So we're down in the corner. We're fixing to walk on Bourbon. I'm sitting there like talking. We try to go live with everybody.
Yeah, we actually tried to go live and walk down Bourbon so everyone could see the craziness and how crowded it is. But there was no service because of how congested it was. And of course, I'm sure everyone was trying to Snapchat during the crazy chaos.
You think Snapchat did it?
Yeah, I totally blame Snapchat.
Damn you, Snapchat.
Anyway, so we decided not to go live. I would just record it so that I would have it and upload it in a video later or share it, whatnot.
Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. So what you're going to see is some crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh, Bob, thanks for upgrading to the 100. I'm like so fucked up tonight. And I haven't even had one whole beer.
I don't know, guys.
He upgraded to the Ornery 100 Ornery.
Octane. Right on. Yes, I appreciate that, Bob. Congratulations. Being the member that'll be dropped in the bucket to get or really it's a pot to get your name drawn.
It is.
So what we're getting excited about here is we go down the street and she's recording. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden we just hear, whoa, 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 whoa. And you're going to see all this in the video. And a dude has a gun and the cops and the horse. So you just have to watch. But that was some exciting shit there, too. And we have it all on footage. She got it all right over top of my head. So, once again, crazy mayhem that we ventured down into, and we're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was a lot of fun. It was excitement, but it was, of course, scary because there's a lot of idiots out there that think that it's fine to.
Oh, yeah. It's cool though, and how it all played out, because you never know when you're recording this stuff if you really get it. So you're just like, man, I hope I got that. And there's a lot of things I'm like, shit, I should have had the camera on.
And sometimes it doesn't portray the actual experience.
It doesn't. Yeah. And it's just like, well, that's
like one of those you had to be there. But the video clip that I got is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I love Bourbon Street. You can never get cell service there because the lines are all full of alcohol.
Yeah, and we struggled down there in Daytona too when we was at Bruce Rossmeyer's at the tent at Custom Dynamics. We were going to go live and we couldn't. So that's the one thing we've been looking at. We both have Verizon service. Mm-hmm. We were talking to other people that had Verizon. They were having trouble, and then other people had other carriers that could get some service. So that's one thing. And we've got to put this stuff out. So we're looking at maybe me keeping Verizon and stuff, getting some other carrier. I don't know if you guys maybe have an idea.
AT&T and Verizon. I don't know.
Yeah, and then I heard that Mobile and somebody else was buying some.
Sprint and T-Mobile, maybe.
Some shit going on there.
Before I forget, someone had asked how long the hashtag Say Ornery stickers are. So to put on like maybe a saddlebag or something like that. That's a good point to have.
Let me measure. Let me get a tape measure.
I've got some down there in an envelope.
Oh, I took them in the house, but I measured this one.
Okay, yeah.
But I got to find a tape measure.
In that first drawer, I think is one of my cloth tape measures.
Gosh,
or not.
I'm getting a tape measure.
We haven't been in the shop for 3 weeks. It's all new to us.
From tip to stern, it is 12.5 inches.
12.5. 12.5 inches.
That's what she said.
Mike, I hear you. You said you wouldn't do AT&T for our area. Josh, AA, welcome. It's good to see you on here.
What's up, man?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, Jason, you said Straight Talk is a good service. I've heard, I used to be with Straight Talk for many years, and then we both decided to go to Verizon.
Well, I got a phone. You got me a phone because I never had a phone.
Yeah. And so then I switched to Verizon, and it's just been kind of.
We've been there.
Yeah. Hit and miss sometimes. But.
Yeah, so we're looking into that as well. And a lot of them we're talking about hotspots, and there's things we don't know how that all works as well either.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. Something else that you're going to see a little bit that I've been messing around with as well is the 360. So the GoPro Max 360, there's some footage in this video that we've been messing around with. That is a different thing to record with.
Yeah, it's kind of a learning curve. I know Michael Gregel, you had said that you were, I'm not for sure if you're on here tonight or not, but he got a Max and he was kind of playing around with different ways to mount it on his bike and how to use it, of course. So yeah, it's kind of got a learning curve, not only to film with, but to edit that stuff, because you can't edit it in like Premiere Pro or Final Cut. You have to edit it in GoPro Player and do your keyframes and stuff like that, export it into a format that will. Yeah.
But the footage is really cool. We got to figure out, besides Steph just holding it on a selfie stick, which we have a cheap ass piece of shit selfie stick. We're going to upgrade on that as well. But you know how it is. You're always going to upgrade one thing to the next. But it's pretty cool footage. I thought it turned out pretty neat. There was I can see a lot of potential on that.
Yeah, so the video that I'm going to be putting out tonight for the members, you guys, it'll be open to the public tomorrow. But members, you can watch it later on this evening. It's got some 360 footage in there. And I think it was, like you said, got some potential as far as learning curves and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, go ahead, Doug.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So, I just want to talk about 90. Running 90 on that coast. One of my favorite rides so far. Mm-hmm. We really slowed down. It's an average of about 55 miles an hour. I've been thinking about that since we got home. It's been, man, it's slow, but it's packed with neat shit to see, right?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, okay, so you're leaving New Orleans on 90, of course. Then there's like Ocean or Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Gulf Shores, Pensacola, Perdido Key,
Lost Keys,
all this stuff. But like in between these towns, it's just ocean and like awesome views. And then you come into this little town, and then there's all this history that we've, researched and learned about the places.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's really,
the forts is really cool too. That video is going to be pretty neat because we found some places. Oh man, we really messed around down there in the fort. I could have stayed there so much longer. Of course, we hit two of those forts. But so I've really been taking this all in since we've been home. Man, what a great ride that was.
Keith Johnson, you said, I'm driving on my bike to Connecticut from Pennsylvania to first long road trip I've ever taken. Do you have any pointers? Okay. So Connecticut to Pennsylvania. Let me know, like, how long is that? What, like, are you thinking, is that like about 1,000-mile trip or?
Yeah. So what I would, on a long trip, I would.
Says anything.
So if you're talking about how to plan it as far as what you ride a day, I would look for, map it all out. Of course, we go to Google Maps and we look at everything, look at points of interest. That kind of gives us an idea of what we want to see. We're getting fortunate enough where we're getting a lot of cool people that talk to us and tell us the cool places to go for locals. I would do that, and I would just go slow and enjoy those moments and take all that in, and ride with how you feel. Hey, Steph and I want to go slow because everything's just like grooving. It's just right. And there are some days that we just feel like getting out on the interstate and just busting some miles and just ride. So I would just listen. I would ride your own ride. Do your destinations. Find out what's important to you, what means a lot to you. And if you haven't done it before, and this is your first trip, well, you're fixing to find out what does matter to you. You're gonna. So I would just make sure you have your charge cord for your phone. You're able to get your phone charged, because I don't know what you're using for GPS, but that GPS, a lot of times we're all like, we take it for granted. And we really rely a lot on that GPS. That's one thing as well. Have your plan of action, and so you'll have it in your head as well. And I could just keep breaking this down as far as clothes, what you need to take.
Which I know, Brandy, you'd asked. We've talked about. I think we're ready to do a
what we pack
breakdown video as far as what we pack,
all the way down to our toiletries. Even she was saying, just to show you guys what we do. But I would enjoy your ride, man. Make it your own, and make it something that you'll never forget.
Yeah.
I wouldn't it's real easy to go out there and say, oh man, I just busted out 600 miles today and I did 700. Well, hell, I've done 8, I've done 1,000. Well, we have too. Was that the best trip I ever rode? Nope, it wasn't. Did it do something for us? Yeah, because we wanted to do it, to accomplish it, and say that we've done it, and we're proud of it, and we're actually thinking about doing something big again. But if this is a trip for your soul, you go slow. You love it. You take it in. Don't take all the macho ego shit out and enjoy your ride. Do your ride. That helps.
Let's see here. Yeah, Mike, you got a good point. Hydration. Make sure you've got proper gear, rain gear, leathers. Yeah. And especially during this time of the year, it's hard because you really do need 4 different. I mean, you need to prepare for 4 different seasons, basically. Like on this trip, we had leathers for cold. We had rain gear for the rain, of course. And we had some cutoffs or tank tops for the heat in Florida. And then, of course, we had long sleeve for like the little cool.
So I had insulated underwear and I had thongs. So I just had a variety of things. So you want your insulated underwear and your thongs. So you need But that's one other thing. We did put out a video couple weeks ago about what I wore. And that was actually when we left out of here, it was 20-something degrees, and we rode down to Vicksburg, and that whole day was a cold bitch. It was cold. So we showed what I wore and later, so you can see what I did. And yeah, it may or may not help, but in there again, we're also all watching money. We all see this shit on Instagram, Facebook, and all these, sponsored ads. And right on, man. Phil, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Phil.
Appreciate that so much. You'll be entered in the drawing this month for sure to see if you'll win the prize. So thanks, Phil. So go ahead, baby.
Sorry. Iraq Vet, yes, I made the hatchet emoji for hammering down on these.
Is it already hatchet time?
Yeah, I deleted someone, and then Iraq Vet helped me and deleted another one. So I told him thanks, and I did a little hatchet. And
let the trolling begin.
Yeah, so there is a hatchet emoji now for you guys members, and also
throw it up there. Throw the new emoji, because earlier I was like, "Hey, Steph, can you make this emoji?"
I did this emoji a couple of times before.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. So it is a Corona bottle with a face mask and, of course, sunglasses.
Oh, I do see it. I thought that was a. Oh, well done.
Yeah, it is little though, so it might not be. That's what she said. Yeah. But anyways. Yeah, thank you, Phil, for upgrading.
Thank you,
and
sir.
then Iraq Vet, yes, I got the emoji there. Let's see here. Kurt, thank you so much for your super chat.
Oh, right on, Kurt. Appreciate it, man.
And Woody New Yorker, thank you.
What's up, y'all?
He's a beamer now.
Well, man, I've been looking at these, and actually,
did you take the lime out, and that's just the lime?
No, that's just a little piece of lime I cut. It wasn't very big. So, well, she said. So, I dig them. So I've been looking at them, and I actually started looking into them more here lately. I'll never be able to probably afford one or whatever, but super cool. I love them, and I love what they do with them. It's pretty cool to see all the stuff they do. It'd be really cool to have something like that to where like Steph and I could just like cut off them. Of course, when we go road glide, we don't like hitting chat. So, yeah, that's badass, man. Good for you. Cool.
Mike, you said all you have in your head is TJ in a thong dancing to the thong song. Who else remembers the thong song?
Thong, thong. That's all I remember. I remember bits and pieces of it. Oh, man, I'll tell you what.
That and
a few years ago, man, the shit that we've got into. We're actually at Mardi Gras. We went into the famous door down there. It's a bar on Bourbon Street. And it was getting late, and I was getting bored. And I had a little bit of drink, but I was just honestly getting bored. And we started hanging out, and then they had this dance-off up on stage. And I was like, I had overalls. I think that's all I had on, boots and overalls. And I got up on the stage, and we had a dance-off. And there was 3 on each side, right? And we were just like dancing off. And God, yeah, that night I lost my overalls, and well, I had a pair of underwear on. But that was a night that I won't forget. We have video from that as well. I don't think it'll ever see the light of day, but that was a lot of fun.
I don't know whatever happened to that video.
Yeah.
I mean, I did record.
God.
And I know Samantha and all those girls recorded.
Man, we had a good time. It was a packed moment. Yeah, things got lively. We had a lot of fun. I'm just thinking about that thong song because I think that's what was playing. Maybe not. Who knows? You got anything you want to Mama?
Yes.
Brandy, you're coming out here on vacation first week in September.
See that?
Or Randy, sorry. Jeez, I'm so dyslexic. And I just had so yeah, you're coming out September.
First week of September, where would be one good place to stay that you would recommend?
Okay, so if you're coming into
Couple
Harrison,
options.
I don't know if you're camping or want to do that. A lot of people do. There's Shady Oaks out here. Like I said, Shady Oaks is campground. She's a great lady. It's a good spot. You're right there on 7 South, so you can cut out and go down Jasper and do all the rides. If you're coming into Harrison, you can go out there to Comfort Inn and a couple other ones. They have different little hotels here in town. If you're wanting to stay somewhere in Eureka, then it's another cool place. A lot of people go to Eureka. The Douglas Inn is a good place to stay. It's an Airbnb. Also, it's a good friend, Mary. And if you tell her, like, yo, the Ornery One sent you,
she might
she'll give you a hug for sure.
Yeah.
But she's got a pretty cool spot right off of Spring Street. It's up a little hill, nothing real big. You can park your bike right there, and it makes a loop around. So it's just a continuous. So it's really motorcycle accessible. She has a room inside her house, and then she has a little suite called the Fox Den out to the side. I think we've had some videos in there, maybe a live feed or something. So that's a cool place in Eureka as well. That's kind of the way I feel. Of course, you got Fayetteville you can stay in as well, and there's just a lot of hotels, motels, Airbnbs over there as well.
BJ on the BA, I'm glad you're here.
What's
You
up,
said
man?
that you're late to the show. You just got the notification about it by YouTube. YouTube is slipping.
What's up, YouTube?
Yes, Iraq Vet, Honor Jamboree. So weird that my hair does that. Honor Jamboree, we want to do something. I think everyone else is kind of.
Well, yeah, man, and that's something we've been talking about. Actually, we talked about that this week, doing something. If everything keeps getting canceled, these rallies and shit, we may have to just have a meet-up top deal and hang out.
Yeah.
Which, of course, Denny's Harley Davidson up there in Springfield, Missouri. I've already been talking to Brian. We want to get together and do something. Brian, they've been really busy too, and big shout out to Brian up there. He's been under the weather a little bit, so he's been getting better and feeling better, and they've been going through a lot. So we've been talking about doing some stuff up there as well. Maybe ride down here. Of course, that is part of the Ozarks, Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, which leads me, BJ, you'd said that you're planning your Arkansas part of your trip now. Should I come through the northern part, middle, or southern part? So the Ozarks is the northwest corner.
Right.
I would highly recommend coming to this part if you're going to be coming to Arkansas, because the lower part of Arkansas is kind of like Louisiana in a way that's flat. And it's not until a little bit after Little Rock, which is our capital, kind of basically right in the middle of Arkansas, do the Boston Mountains, the Springfield Plateau, all that starts.
The Ozarks. So yeah, Northwest Arkansas. Of course, the host state has a lot to offer. Arkansas is a cool place to come visit and ride. There's no doubt about it. And of course, we're from Northwest Arkansas, and to us, that's the place do you want to ride. I would just venture more up this way if you can, and you can ride the Pig Trail. And you honestly, man, you can just get on roads right here and ride, and you'll see something cool. Especially if you're not from here.
Yeah,
you'll have some. We take, just like I always say, when you're busting around these corners up here in the hills, just be wary of the dogs. They like to lay out in the road.
We have really good roads, actually, quality of roads. But yeah, that's the main thing is dogs. And then also at night, because we are, most of this is, of course, the Boston Mountains, Ozarks, National Forest and everything. So we have a lot of deer. So riding in cooler weather or at dark is a very...
Well, you just got to keep an eye out. We do it, we just usually got to keep an eye out. A lot of deer out.
Very.
And of course, we got elk over here. 30 minutes away from here. Well, honestly, a few years ago, right here, if you could see outside, there's a hill here, Gaither Mountain. We had elk up here. Had some poachers come in and kill them off, though. Bastards. But yeah, there's elk. We got a lot to see, man. We got the Buffalo River. Any of that you can see is gorgeous. We love the upper buffalo. So there's an upper and a lower buffalo. The upper one is a little bit more quicker moving. We've rafted, floated, and kayaked on that all of our life. We were raised on a buffalo. The kids were raised on a buffalo. That alone is worth coming to the Ozarks to see the buffalo. It's the prettiest thing around here. The campgrounds around here are badass. A lot of campgrounds going down to the river.
Still
Creek, thank you.
Yeah.
Still Creek, you can ride all the way down. Actually, Bike and Bird came up and Between Two Wheels last year, and we took them down there. They loved it. They were actually pretty amazed at the ride in.
Yeah.
And it's, if like.
Oh, gosh, yes, because if you come into Arkansas from the Texas side, so what is that? That's the west side of Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to most likely come through Fort Smith and then up through the Pig Trail, Fayetteville, Eureka.
Mm-hmm.
That is some really pretty riding too.
Yeah, you find, and that's something else, guys. We're talking a lot about different things to go to. I'm really excited about this one as well. Is Fort Smith, Arkansas. So it's coming up May 1st, if I'm right.
May 5th.
May 5th is the Still Horse Rally. I keep going on about this because, of course, it's in our backyard. And it's such a badass little rally, too, and a great place to stay there all over. We will be staying at the Doubletree, which when you walk out of the Doubletree, of course, we know a lot of people that we're all going to be hanging out. It's a great place.
There's two hotels, the Doubletree, and I can't think of the other one that are right next to each other. But, yeah, they are right across from what they call the Village Vendors or the Vendor Village, which is basically a huge parking lot where all the vendors are set up. And then bars and the parade and all that. So it's all right there. So those two hotels are. Yeah.
So if you are up in this area at that time, we'll be there. Definitely come by and say, hey, what's up? We'd love to see you. And it's just it's just a damn good time there. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it.
And Griffiths, you said that you already got your reservation. You are ahead of the game. I meant to.
Did you not? Yeah.
I meant to do this 4 times of the last 2 weeks, and I keep forgetting, and then I get sidetracked, and then I don't have my wallet with me.
So we'll take that back. We are planning on staying at the Doubletree, but they're so good to us down there.
Yeah, I'll do that tonight. And I thank you guys also. Whenever you go to the website, if you guys are interested in going to the Steel Horse Rally, they have a coupon code type thing with Doubletree. So you can actually access that through the website of the Steel Horse Rally, book your rooms and save a little bit. And I think it's like $97 a night.
Yeah. And I mean, as we've been traveling, guys, that's one thing that's really important to us is biker friendly or motorcycle friendly places where we stay. We learn this very well. What are you laughing at?
Josh AA, thanks again for becoming a member. I appreciate that. He wants to know what's on your tank top and then he's like, Hello Kitty, laugh out loud. So it's not Hello Kitty.
So I've been wearing this. If you guys go back and look at our post on Instagram and stuff, you'll see me wearing this thing all over the damn place. Actually, I've offended some people with this shirt, and I don't know. I've just kind of slacked off from wearing it so much. Everybody's so damn touchy anymore, you know. But Hello Kitty. Yeah. So we found out about biker friendly stuff, which these people on Airbnb doesn't know. They put their stuff out there, but we stayed in that place in Birmingham as we was coming home, and we rode right at 600 miles that day, and it got cold and it started getting rainy and shit, and it was getting stiff. And stuff's like, I got us a place. It looks great. I'm going to just drop this to you. Just lead your way to it on the GPS. And coming in to Birmingham was killer. It was just nothing I had. Everything that it was at the end of the day, everything I had was either played out on memory cards or the battery was dead. That's how it happens. Coming into this town, though, guys, it was so badass. Rolling in, not knowing what to expect. The road tightens up. I go around this corner. There's a big rock wall that's seemed like it was 12, 14, 15 feet tall. We're going around there. I was like, that's badass. And I looked up, and there's big ass statue. And it was so close and it came on so quick, I couldn't riding, and it was dark, and it's this little narrow road, and I'm trying to check all this out. And then we come around the corner and we see the lights of the city, and it was all colored. And
It was really pretty.
but I was super freaking tired. And then we rode up to this Airbnb, and it was on a hill like this, you know, and we were all loaded. I'm like, oh shit. And everybody was parked real tight, and we're trying to find a place to park and on a hill. And so I was like, Steph, just get off. She hopped off, and I had to turn around, and oh shit. And the roads were wet, and the wind and storm was kind of coming, and a lot of leaves fell down, and it just turned into a hell of a deal. I was so happy to get into bed that night. Like, we were going to go out to a couple of places there so we could get it, you know, like places to eat and everything. We said, to hell with it.
Yeah.
Order a little bit of food, and we never left the bed. But super cool place. But there again, biker friendly stuff. Not only they're friendly to the biker, but you come in and out with a little bit more ease, especially those days that you've been riding like we had.
Yeah, and I wish that was a filter, because we use Airbnb a lot, and I like to support you know, locals and
Save money
also. But I wish that it had a feature as far as a filter.
That'd be cool.
Thank you, Eric. But I just see a weird name, and I'm like, that's a robot, whatever. Anyways, I wish it had a feature on the filters as far as you can check biker friendly location or not, because like you said, the parking was horrible.
It was pretty rough.
It was bad. Or if they have like a rag, because it was raining, and then the next morning, you know, you need to kind of wipe your bike off. Well, they don't have rags there.
And I'd taken a rag, and we lost one rag somewhere. That's something else. You need to put some on the bike. And it just, after 19, some things had kind of, I think, left it or something like that. So, yeah, you know, those little things that really add up when you're really loading up and trying to get off, you know, to a good start the next morning. And just little things. I mean, that's what we're saying down at the DoubleTree. They're really great as far as having rags. They let you park out there. They're not harassing you or giving you shit, you know. You can come in stinky and looking like a beat up dog, and they're okay with it. They were super friendly with us.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to read there, Mom?
Not really. We're kind of staying up with it.
Good.
Yeah. Do you want to share anything about your bike?
My motorcycle? What about my motorcycle?
You know what I'm talking about.
Do you think
it's gonna get a bath?
Do you think it's getting a bath?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be decaled whenever you have service Monday.
Yeah, so Monday we'll be doing a service on the bike, and then is it Wednesday? Right?
What's Wednesday?
Decal?
Yes.
I don't know.
I didn't say decaled, I'll say detailed.
Oh, detailed. Yeah, it needs to be detailed and cleaned.
Yeah.
It got super dirty, and I've been trying to keep it clean as well. But we're going to do some different decals on it Wednesday. I think we're going to sticker it up a little different, maybe add some stuff a little bit, stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Actually, we were going to do it before we left, but our chickie got sick before we left, so we couldn't get some of the stuff done on the bike. So, and it always happens, you know, you push everything to the last minute.
Yeah, Mike, you had asked, Brandy, you think you might be tipsy? I'm not really. I'm just I've been stuck at the computer since yesterday. So I'm like, my eyes are a little cross-eyed, and then I'm like, oh.
And we were up to 2 o'clock last night.
That's to people.
That's just that's it, man. With all the stuff that we're doing, it really has turned into stuff that's putting a lot of hours in. And of course, I'm sitting there.
I just need to get caught up.
Yeah.
And then once I get caught up, then I can, you know.
We filmed a lot, though, while we're out.
We did, because, you know, it's 20 days, but I'm on the 3rd video, and I'll have at least 5 videos. So that's footage, you know, that's every 2, 3, 4 days. You got enough to do one good video, you know. Yeah,
which, I don't know. We're learning as we're doing this as well.
Yeah.
It's taking some time.
But what I was getting at was, Mike, you had asked what's her name, and then Eric Bet, you said, have you given your bike a name?
Oh, yeah. The Hustler. Yeah, we named it right after we got it. We thought about it. I was trying to come up with some cool names, and I had all these like, bird dog and like Weezer and I came up with
We had
Floki. I was watching Vikings then, but we hustle all the time. And I did get told the other day that it was sad because I didn't have a family job. I'm not really sure what that meant, but we're on that bike hustling, so it's the hustler because it allows us to do the hustle. We're always doing the hustle. So, yeah, I've named it. We just never really say a name. We never talked about it like that, do we?
We don't. I don't know why.
I don't know. A lot of people do.
Yeah. Yeah, but her name is it a her?
Yeah, I think I said, come on, sweetheart, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a total boss babe.
Yeah. A
boss babe.
Yeah, so yeah, we named it right after we got it. We thought about that a lot, really. Some people's got some badass names for their bikes, so man, those got some really cool names.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool ones out there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if it's that cool.
We should do that. We're gonna make a post with a picture of maybe our bike or something, and then you guys all reply and let us know what your bike's name is.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of people. Y'all got some cool names for your bikes.
Yeah, Mike named theirs Mystique.
Ooh, Mystique.
Yes, I like that. Oh, dude, speaking of this, that's solid. I don't know why I just thought of this. We need to do a little shout out to someone.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Go ahead.
We need to do a shout out to little Jameson.
Oh. Oh, yeah, this is badass. What's up, little Jameson?
Yes. So Adam and Olivia, who are members, they just had a little baby boy not too long ago. His name is Jameson, and they actually sent us a picture because they were watching our live feed from last Friday. And although he was, probably tired and sleepy, he was, drinking his bottle, he kept cocking his eyes over to the side and watching the TV every time TJ would talk.
Yeah. So, and what's really cool is because we went to Little Sturgis this year, and we stayed. They were like, we'd never met them, and they're like, if y'all are coming over, you can crash at our campground because it's all full. Mm-hmm. And we're like, okay, cool. And there's a whole bunch of these freaking crazy little shits, everywhere. And we're rolling up, and they're like, hey, really calm and chill. Got our bike in there, and so we met them. Well, they were pregnant with little Jameson.
Yes.
So she couldn't partake in the fun, and she's, of course, pregnant. And I filmed her a lot. Like she's putting on her makeup and, in her mirror of her bike she rides and stuff. And it's just really cool. And then, of course, now they've had the baby boy, and he's watching us. So big shout out to you, little brother. Hope you're doing well and enjoying that bottle.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, Brandy, you said don't worry, Olivia will make it up for this year. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
We're excited. And that's a crazy story in itself to meet people for the first time at Little Sturgis. Little Sturgis is a crazy rally, and
have great
they're
time.
Not crazy people. They're cool, normal, everyday people.
I don't know, man. I think they're all just a little touched. I really do.
I don't think so.
No, we had a good time, and they led us around and showed us. Another good thing. Absolutely love everybody that we're meeting out there, and because you guys were so willing to go show us absolutely everything. And when you meet me, we're all busy and we're talking and all this stuff, and then you get to show me stuff, and I just kind of tune in. I'm just watching stuff, and of course I've got my phone out and I'm recording. So, we're walking by, and I'd look over at them, and they're like, "We told you so," and I'm like, "What the?" And I'm just recording all it. Little Sturgis. If you go, open mind. It's hot as hell though. We had a great time with them folks. Thank you guys so much. Each and every one of you there. We had so much fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Holy shit.
Let's see. Oh, Adam and Olivia, you're just chimed in. Just calm down just long enough for the shout outs.
Very good. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, and Donnie, you said Hog Rock. We've heard a lot about Hog Rock.
Yes.
We haven't been there, but
yes, we have. And Our schedule is full for what we're trying to do, but how things are going, we may be changing the schedule a little bit. So we're starting into looking into more of this stuff, so it can fit in. But I've heard a lot of good stuff about that as well.
Yeah.
Been hearing a lot more about smaller stuff, which I really dig.
I do too.
I really do.
There's another one in Oklahoma in a couple weeks, and it's called the Spring Flare or something. It's not Spring Fling, it's Spring Flare maybe. But it's supposed to be, it's also an adult only. Spring Fever, that's what it is.
Spring Fever, yeah, that's what it is.
Adult only, 21 to enter.
It looks cool. Looks a little rowdy and fun. It's all camping, and it looks, it kind of reminded me of Copperhead.
It did.
Yeah, Copperhead was, Copperhead took me by surprise a little bit. It really did. And you never know, guys, when you're going to these little smaller rallies and stuff, you don't know, like, am I supposed to bring beer? Do you buy beer there? Can you carry it around? So when you're rolling in, you're taking all this shit in and trying to calculate, okay, I got to do this. Where's the store at? What do I need to get this? And, of course, on the bike, you can't haul everything. So Copperhead was really cool. They had a store right down the way that's really busy, but you can get everything you want. Copperhead does sell beer there. Last year they did gate it in so you couldn't carry in.
Because you could have it at your campsites, but you couldn't carry it into like the roped off area of the actual event.
Because the alcohol laws had changed and some people were a little bit upset about that. But it was a great time. It was a really good time. And they had a place over there to eat, a little bar to go in. You could cool down because it was pretty hot. And honestly, and the chicks were crazy and having fun. Everybody, they were just raising hell. Great show, great time, good experience. It's another good one. Anything you want to read? It's actually some toilet paper.
Yeah, Willie Two Guns. Coffee filters work just as good as toilet paper. Yeah.
You'd be mad at me if I use the filters.
I don't have coffee filters. I have a French press.
Oh, yes, you have French press now.
Yes. I don't use coffee filters, which I need to give a shout out to John Short. I have not seen him yet, but you may be listening, you may be watching. Thank you so much. He sent us some chocolates from Hawaii.
They're good.
And then also some Kona coffee beans.
Pretty badass.
Yes, I'm so excited to grind them up and make me some coffee.
Yeah, it was really cool because we got the coffee out because the boy, he got a new dirt bike the other day, new to him. And we're out here riding around the field and goofing off. And she broke out the candies. And we said, such a great evening. Had a good warm day. We're eating like these chocolates from Hawaii, riding the dirt bike around. It was such a good time.
Yeah. And I agree with you, Brandy. You said coffee's more important.
I don't like coffee.
Bill Green. I cannot go without my coffee.
I love smelling it, but I've just never have got into it. I don't
think you've ever tried. No, I think you always pretend to take a sip when I make you try it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just never have got into it. I don't know why. Is that a coffee?
James Tate, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that is.
The blue pair's back with coffee, man.
Are you guys able to select? James,
I love that blue pair.
Let me know. Are you able to select your emoji when you do that?
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Super chat.
That dude. You gonna spill his coffee? I'll be grabbing. Yeah. Isn't that cool as hell?
Gary, you asked what the deal was with the bike lane on the street earlier.
Yeah, a drunk guy coming in the park there down there at Daytona. We're at the Oyster Pub fixing to go in. Guy came in rolling in drunk and was going to park and knock the bike over. And of course, I turned around. I was like, what the hell? And I yelled at him. He got to the light and turned and went down. I chased him. And of course, got to that light. He went ahead and turned. But yeah, just knocked the damn bike all over, looked at me, and then drove off. So I came back. I was coming back. I just started recording talking to the guys, and as they were fixing to pick it up, I was just talking about, yeah. So some dude just came in, bam, knocked it over and left.
Yeah. 9mm James, thank you so much for your super chat. Kurt, you'd asked why 549 so random. James say, that looks like that's Canadian, so that might be a different currency, or that is a different currency. But yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. A lot of people. Well, two of them. Lady Tam 55. I quit coffee many years ago. Now I don't even like it at all.
No shit.
Well, that's wrong. I don't know what else to say.
I don't like it. I mean, I like the smell of it. I've tasted it. It just doesn't. I'm more of a juice kind of dude.
Yeah.
Actually, in the mornings I drink water, and if we are,
you are a juicer.
Yeah, but what I really like is sweet tea. I got sweet tea on me. Actually, Steph has sweet tea on her as well. We got sweet teas. Also got some beanie weenies.
I don't have beanie weenies.
This is a can of beanie weenies right here. Yep, got some beanie weenies. Right there, we got knucklehead. No playing knucklehead. And we're talking about tattoos. Coffee, beer, and tattoos.
Yeah, Black Rifle coffee. I know a lot of you guys drink that. I've never tried that before. There's that, and then also Bones coffee that I see on Instagram quite a bit. I've never tried it either. But it seems like a lot of people like it.
Iceman. Thanks, buddy. What?
Thank you.
Tyler, yeah. That coffee right there. Appreciate that, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna get into coffee. Just tell you the truth. I'm just not gonna.
You might. Don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock the coffee until you knock it over. What was that? Crow?
No. Barbara said, I watched you get the one on your head.
Oh, no shit.
And that's badass.
What do you think of that?
Okay, so you can.
Oh, right on. Thanks, man, for the chat, dude. Super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like whenever you do select a super chat, thank you.
You go back.
Was it? I think it was James. Yeah, James, you sent this. I asked you to send it to me. So yeah, you can select the super chat, the image.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. See, all this shit's new to me.
Well, thanks for selecting the ones with the coffee because it made my day.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I just learned something.
I don't know why we're talking about tattoos now, but Bill Green, yeah, I have a TNT tattoo. TNT, of course, dynamite, but it is someone's initials.
So my initials are TNT. My real name is Thomas Neal Thompson Jr. That's who I am, really.
Every once in a while when I get mad at him, I call him Thomas.
So my initials are TNT. And she, actually our buddy, Wayne the tattooer, he put some dynamite right here on the arm with the TNT, little label across it. So
I have long sleeves on, so I can't show it.
Yeah. So, tattoos. And the one on my head done great. I totally forgot about it. I was actually talking to Steph earlier. I'm like, man, I need to get a hold of Wayne because I think about doing my knuckles. So we've had some ideas what to do on my knuckle. Actually, Steph gets Sharpies all the time and she draws on my. Of course, we've done that a lot. We talk about tattoos. She'll draw it on me and I'll look at it for a couple of days or as long as it stays on. And I'm like, And then so I don't know what I'm going to put on my knuckles, but we've been playing around a little bit. We'll see what comes out of it. That'll probably be my next thing. I don't know what you're actually next to have some meat, man.
Yeah, I think, I don't know what I want to do. I want to finish my arm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys notice I have some just like scribbles basically on my arm here. So as a kid growing up, my favorite books were Where the Sidewalk Ends and Light in the Attic, which are both written by Shel Silverstein, and they're kids' books. And each poem has like a sketch, just a black outline sketch. And so I picked out my favorite poems and artwork by Shel Silverstein and had them on my arm. So I've got like 3/4 inch. And then my original plan was to fill the background with just a blue. So we started that, and I didn't have a good vibe from the tattoo artist that was filling in the color. And
He sucked.
I was like, I'm out of here. And we never went back. And I haven't done it yet. It's costly and it's time consuming. You guys know, I'm sure everyone out there has.
She will not be
tattoos.
still anyway. Like, we watched Survivor. She loves Survivor.
I won't be still during a tattoo. I'll move.
But the thing of it is, to get you to just be still while something's done,
Go do something.
we have to schedule it and get your mind right to get you to be still, because she's always on the go and moving and doing stuff.
Too much on my schedule.
Yeah. So,
but anyway, so yeah, I think the next tattoo I need to finish my arm.
Probably good.
Yeah.
Be cool to see it, because we've talked about it for so long.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is.
Tattoos are addictive.
And I hate needles, guys. I don't like blood. I don't like needles. I could never be a nurse. If there's any nurses out there, hats off to you.
We're working right now for sure what's going on.
Oh, goodness.
Bless your hearts.
Whew. Yes.
Anything you want to read there? Good looking.
Mike, you said you need to finish your throat piece, which you've got a cool throat piece going on. Let's see.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I got to get some stuff redone too.
Chieftain Ghost Rider, you said I have Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas since my birthday is the 23rd of December.
Oh.
That is
crazy with these
fun.
tattoos. Like, if you see these tattoos, a lot of people's got this really in-depth, cool story.
Yes. And that's one thing I always love is tattoos that have meaning or a story behind it.
And some of them are just like, hey, man, I want to, and that's a good story in itself as well.
Oh, yeah.
You're probably somewhere with buddies and something's going on.
And there's some awesome flash out there.
Yes.
Like some of these artists, especially if you find an artist, like I could literally, Wayne the tattooer, I could literally pick out any of his flash and I would get it tattooed because I love his style. Yeah. And it doesn't matter if it's, a worm. I would get it because he has his cool little...
A worm coming out of the book.
Oh.
The bookworm. Or coming out of the apple with a little hoe with a little worm.
Bookworm.
Bookworm. Remember that book club that we were in when we were in grade school? And we got the Pizza Hut slips.
Oh, yeah. It was the Book It.
Book It.
Book It.
But they had a little worm coming out of the apple or something on that.
I don't know if you guys had that Book It program with Pizza Hut in your school elementary.
I sucked at that. I did not read a book.
So you have this pen, and of course it's Book It, and for every book you read, you get a little sticker on it, and then you fill it up, and you get a coupon for a personal pan pizza from Pizza.
Damn. Yeah.
That's
maybe we ought to get one of those. Maybe we ought to just get the Book It. Oh, anyway.
Book It tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah,
you could get the whole. Oh wait, you have flames there. I was gonna say you could get the whole badge or the pin.
I could put the badge on my ass.
No,
I could pin my ass on that.
No, you just ruined it.
Oh, I'll do that. Funny things, not really funny.
Well, we got off on all that, and no one's saying anything. They're probably like,
Jesus,
these people are crazy.
Crazy. No, I like it. I'm having fun. All right, now let's get back on track.
Oh, that's cool. Nut, you said you have your family crest on your rib cage.
Man, that is really cool. I've looked into those crest deals. That's some. I don't know if we have one really, but they've got some really cool shit on that. Mm-hmm. And it really represents a lot. And then you stick to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a lot of them, I see crows, or some of them, and just what that would mean if that was and you knew that was your family crest.
Yeah.
You'd really get into it, just like this. Yeah. Red tail. Yeah. All right. Do you want to read?
Rib cage hurts. Ribs suck balls. Yeah. I don't have my rib. I mean, I have a tattoo about this big on my ribs on the side here.
Yeah.
but it was.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I know, because you never see it.
Well, and that's something,
there,
like the kids, we talk about this a lot. So the boy, Kendrick, he watches people look at me, and he'll get the biggest kick. Like, we'll go out to eat, we'll go to Walmart, we go just doing our daily bullshit, and then we'll get somewhere, and he goes, "Did you see those people looking at you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe, because I forget it." But you get the funniest looks, or you get
in our area.
Yeah, so you get looked at. I don't know if they have that judging eye. They may just be curious, but Kendrick's really taking it in, right? So he's like really analyzing, watching these people's reactions. So then I ask the kids, I'm like, when you see me, do you see the tattoos? They're like, no, I don't even notice the tattoos. And like for Steph and I, we don't even see the ink unless somebody brings it up, or we think, oh man, that's been 10 years ago now that we got that ink. So we don't even see this stuff. Like my piercing in my ear. So this is a 1/2 inch gauge, and it's just the soft ones. And
that's what she said.
That's what she said. I was waiting for that. So it's 1/2 inch. That's what she said. And I've had these ever since Steph pierced my ears years back, which has been 11 years ago now.
Guys, that was a drunk night.
And that was with she ordered them off eBay, these little piercing needles. I think it was 14 gauge or something.
Yeah, and they were pre-sterilized and packaged. Yes. So I did that right.
So, but she's tattooed me too. That was her first tattoo she ever did. And she drew this with a Sharpie and did this. And I was actually eating chips watching like King of Queens or some shit. And I was laying in bed and she did it. Anyway. Not very gauged them out now to 1/2 inch, and I've quit.
10 years now.
Yeah, I'm probably going on 11.
Yeah.
So let's think about that the other day. So our buddy Terry was there. Steph did one side, went great, and my buddy was there, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to do my other side?" He's like, "Yeah, man, I want to do it." So he gets the needle, and he takes it, holds my ear, and instead of just poking it through, he starts twisting it. I'm like, "Man, what are you doing?" And it just started bleeding. We got pictures, bleeding like hell. Finally pops it through. And from that day on, I have no idea, but that side has always been a little different than the other one. Always a little looser.
That's what she said.
So yeah, so we never even noticed that as well. Do you even notice that?
I don't.
I don't either. We used to work at Tyson's. This was really cool. So you have to have your earplugs in. They write you up because we do subcontracting and shit years ago. So I couldn't hear them, and I'd be measuring stuff out and drawing stuff out on the pad and figuring everything out. They're talking to me. I'd put the earplugs in, but I'd put them in my tunnels here, and they'd think I'd have them in. And then we walked in one day, and we were in the office, and they were sitting there talking to me, and we're talking about what we were going to fabricate and ship. And they're like, "Man, are your earplugs in?" I'm like, yeah. "Oh shit!" So they seen it, And we have hair nets as well, so we had to pull that off. Which they could write me up for that if they get a big kick out of it. So yeah, I'd put my earplugs in there.
Always breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Pretty cool little insight. I have no idea where we go off on that random shit, but we did.
It's fun. Yeah.
Yes. So.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I think what I'm going to talk about is next week, like I was saying, I'll be getting a road glide up to Denny's. We'll be doing a service on that. Wednesday, we'll be doing, I believe, if everything works out, we'll be doing changing the decals up a little bit, adding some little bit of stuff and doing things. Then we'll have the bike kind of buttoned up and ready to go. We'll be leaving out the next week, if everything goes right, for Arizona Bike Week. So that is a 13, it's a little over 1,300 miles from where we live now, if I'm correct, or 1,200 and something, around 1,300 miles. We'll be running out there. It's basically Phoenix, or right outside of Phoenix, Arizona, for Bike Week. So yeah, that'll be the next big trip that we do. And we'll be doing some more stuff to the bike. Right now, we don't have enough time to do much more. I'm not exactly sure what all we're going to do, but we want to be piddling on it, trying to make it a little bit better and always trying to improve it. What'd you come up with?
Yeah. Right around 1,300 miles.
Right around 1,300 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we wanted to add a couple more 100 miles to it, we could do a butt burner.
We could. I wonder what it would be if we left from Denny's.
Left from Denny's over. I don't know what the mileage. Probably close. I don't know. We'd be on Route 66.
So you guys know that we did the iron butt when we first got the bike before we even sat. I mean, when we sat on the bike and took off, we did the iron butt.
Woody.
Let's see, Springfield, Missouri.
I want to answer this. Thanks for super chat, Woody. How do you stay so fit with all the beer, no belly? Actually, I don't drink a whole lot of beer, to tell you the truth. Of course, a lot of times when you see stuff, we're out enjoying ourselves, and I'm drinking a beer. But throughout the week and stuff, I don't drink any beer. And I try to eat as healthy as possible. And we don't talk about it a whole lot, but I'm in the gym every day. Every day I'm in the gym, and I spend somewhere around about 45 minutes every day in the gym. And if we're on the road, I try to find somewhere to get in. Steph has seen me. I'll be wherever we're at, just doing, I know it sounds crazy, but I'll be doing push-ups, and I don't really do sit-ups. Sit-ups hurt my back. So I'll be doing just some squats, a little bit of lunges, or push-ups. So that's what I do. We just don't talk about it a whole lot. I don't really show a whole lot of what I do in the gym, because when I go into the gym, that's just kind of where I shut down. I actually have a lot of good thinking going on in the gym. I'll be texting Steph about these different ideas and what I want to do and stuff. So I stay in the gym, and I try to eat as best as I can. So, and right now I weigh 220. So that's my weight right now. When we left, I weighed about 230. So, yeah. Like I said, if I'm at home, I'll sort of gain some weight. When we get out on the bike riding, I start losing some weight. So that's pretty much what I do. And another thing I've noticed, if I I drink a lot more water nowadays. I used to drink a lot of Powerade, drank a shitload of Powerade, and like Gatorade and shit like that. I cut all that stuff out, and I was at 240, and I dropped down to 235 last winter or so, and then I've cut myself down to about 225 is where I like to be. But like I said, right now I'm about 220 probably.
BJ, we did get to go through Seaside. We did not go through the little community neighborhood thing that was all white. We didn't get to go through there. We actually kind of got off, and then it started raining, and then we kind of went a different route.
Yeah, that day it was a gusty day. I don't know if you'd call it windy. It was a gusty day, and man, what a great day that was.
It was really good, though.
Man, that was cool. And we have some really cool pictures and some really good video from that as well. We'll put that in the video once we get to that point, which will be the next video after this one she's going to drop. Yeah. But, man, I love 90, man. I like running 90. It's just a good vibe. A lot of the places that we stop, it is a lot of touristy, but that's to be expected. So the gas went up, food was a little higher and stuff like that. But it's worth running 90 if you haven't. I'm sure a lot of you guys have, but like I said, if you haven't, it's worth the ride. And it's a lot of cool places. Florida Bama, right in there. That place is, I'd like to spend a little bit more time there in that bar, which is just a huge ass place that has multiple bars inside there. Like I said, I need to spend we need to spend some more time there.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to hang out a little bit. Yeah. Looks like fun. It's the party. Looks like where the party is.
Crazy Daddy 5150, you said, are y'all taking I-40 straight to Arizona?
That we probably will.
So, especially if we try to attempt any butt burners or iron butts.
And once again, like I was saying earlier, if we do something like that, we're just trying to get ourselves something else that we've accomplished. Really, the ride though is just, we'll just be hauling ass, man. Just gas, haul ass, gas, haul ass, gas, haul ass.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're going to do that this year. We're wanting to slow down a little bit more and be able to get some more footage, which that's what we've done on this trip, and really break it down. But that's probably what we'll end up doing. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We change our mind. I mean, I have the right at any given moment to change our mind as well as you guys do, and it's the great thing. But more than likely.
All right, Vets. Iron Butt, yes, that's the one that had the dealership that was not so friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
not what I was in pit. What I really strived hard at that too. We reached out to him. We tried to do something really cool. So it just made it just neat experience, and it just was not a good experience.
Yeah.
It happens.
Mike, you said, see you guys later. Have a great night. Good
We're
to
about
see
to
you
sign off
guys.
too, brother.
You and Laura have a good night, good weekend ahead.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Bill Turner, hope they don't cancel Arizona Bike Week. They have canceled all the bike events here in Washington.
They have? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that the colleges here in Arkansas, and I think all the colleges are now online until like the second week of April. So there's no in-person classes, but
yeah, we're gonna have to see. Like I said, if that does happen, we'll just tweak our schedule. We'll be riding. We'll be doing something. No, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Let's see. I'm gonna try and catch up on some comments. I know you guys are. There's several of them there, so I don't want to miss anyone. Chieftain Ghost Rider, where's a good place to stay in Eureka? So I know two great places that you would love. One is the Basin Hotel, and the other one is the Crescent Hotel. Both of them have parking area for bikes.
That's right. And so the Basin is really cool. We spent a lot of time there. Up at the Crescent, that is like the most haunted hotel in the United States, supposedly.
Yes. Oh, and also Eureka Springs, if you guys didn't know this or not, Eureka Springs is now entertainment district, so you can carry your alcohol. You can go from one bar to another and carry.
Which we will be trying that new district out tomorrow evening. So,
yes,
Steph and I will be over in Eureka, which they were going to have the St. Patrick's Day parade tomorrow, but they have canceled that. But we're still going to go over and hang out with all of our people and enjoy ourselves for St. Patty's Day, because I believe next Wednesday is St. Patty's.
I think so.
Very cool.
I'll have to look. Lady Tam, if you come down I-40 and cut over 191 south towards Phoenix, let me know. We'll meet you on the 191. As not able to go this year due to taking care of the farm. Totally understand that. There's things that come up all the time for us, and we make plans and we can't go or stuff like that. So yeah, we would love to meet you. Yeah, and ride together for a little bit. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Keith, thanks for the information. I really greatly appreciate it. It's a 5-hour long ride. Not bad. I'm on an ultra classic, so Barry and will be with other people. Good. You'd asked earlier pointers or tips from Connecticut to Pennsylvania, so perfect.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, I mean, just enjoy yourself. And like I said, we can break that down in so many ways, you know, what you need and what you need to prepare for. You know, it's packing clothes. I take a couple pair of pants and 5 pair of underwear, 5 pair of socks, a couple different shirts, pack light. And if you're out there long enough, you can find places to do the laundry. You know, coin machines are usually where you're at or somewhere close. You just have to take a minute to do your laundry, depending on how long your trip is. We had to do laundry a couple times while we're gone. Well, we actually did laundry really one time, and then the rest of the time we just got to the point where our clothes started feeling roady, because we had those clothes because we thought it was going to warm up, but it didn't. So we had just a few things for colder weather, which we ended up wearing all the time, and it started getting that road feel and smell. And if you know what that is, it starts getting heavier, slicker feel.
Yeah. I have a flannel that I'm always wearing a flannel, it seems like, but I have a flannel that I always wear when we ride, and yeah, it started getting that heavy, soft feel.
Yeah,
you know, and it's just kind of
odd. And then the smell, of course.
Yeah,
it don't take 4 hours, and my beard starts smelling like road, which it's just now starting to smell better.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, the road smell.
David, you said you have family in Arizona and they've been talking about canceling Arizona Bike Week. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sure there's talk about it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, it may be, just for the best. So we'll just keep our ear out and see what happens. In Ohio, Ryder, you said Ohio shut down all K through 12 schools. Our school district talked about next week is spring break, so they talked about letting them out this week also for it. But they've considered it, but as of right now, they haven't shut down the school.
Yeah.
But,
we'll see what happens.
Twister Frank, is it raining there like it is here?
It is starting to rain, hasn't it?
It was raining earlier today. We have had so much rain this last 2 months.
I'm trying to see if I hear it right now. It was raining some earlier. It's supposed to rain tomorrow all day.
Yeah.
And they kind of quit Sunday, and Monday is supposed to rain.
All right, Bet, you said you're riding to Maine in June for lobster.
Perfect. That's a great reason to ride for lobster.
I know.
Good.
Yeah. Where are you riding from? Is my question.
Yeah. But you love crab legs.
Oh my gosh. I would eat crab legs over. That's my favorite food. I will take.
She loves
crab legs. Take 10 hours. I don't care. I will crack my crab legs. And I put them in a bowl and then that hot butter over them. And as I say that, my seat lowers down.
Does your hydraulics leave it up?
Yeah.
Our seats.
Yeah. Let's see. How far are you from Eureka? So we are what?
45 minutes. So I don't really know exactly the mileage.
32 miles.
Something. It's windy and, we're not far. Of course, that's where we got married. So Eureka it means a lot to us. It's definitely our place where we just go hang out.
Yes.
And, of course, here at home, there's not a whole lot to do here.
Yeah, there's not
a whole lot. Yeah.
I bet you're riding from New York.
Oh, right on,
Good.
Man. New York.
Let's see.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes. On your truck, Stay Ornery will be on the side of his cab. That's awesome.
Good, man. Very cool.
Oh, Richard, you'd asked earlier also for Spring Fling. Not exactly for sure where all will be. For sure, the Eureka Underground. That's always a fun place. And also the Lumberjack up there. That's going to be a fun place and happening. And then also the Basin Hotel has a new bar that's opened up inside there, and it's called the Rabbit Hole. So, yeah.
Is it called Rabbit Hole? It's brand new? Jackrabbit?
Yeah, the Jackrabbit Rabbit Hole.
Is it? Yeah, we've been up there one time, and it's like a pretty cool place.
It really is. It kind of reminds you of that old
cigar bar type. Mm-hmm. So we, like I said, they just got that done. So we'll be up and about and around definitely. Yeah, we'll be over there. We'll be over there for sure.
Yeah, but you just asked what time y'all leave in town for Eureka tomorrow. He'd ride over with y'all. So the plan is, though, because they were having a parade, the kids are going with us, and so we won't actually be.
Yeah, we'll have
riding
the kiddos, which we like. A lot of times we don't talk a lot about the kids. We don't really get them involved in all this, but yeah, we're going to be going over there and hanging out and doing some stuff like that with some of the kiddos.
Yeah, definitely. Now that my seat lowered down, I'm going to fix that camera. Brian, it's good to see you on here. BA said, glad you made it home safe. Can't wait to hear all the stories and see pictures.
What the hell have you been doing? Huh? What have you been doing? Hurry up and say something, man.
We're waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, say something.
We're waiting.
Come on, BA. So BA is one of our mechanics that works on our sled
He
up
said,
there at
working
Denny's
our
Holiday.
asses off.
Yep, I bet you are. Yeah, I talked to Brian today. Y'all been busy, a lot going on. Yep. Yeah, so like I was saying, we call him BA because there was a couple of Brians up there. And so when we say BA, we're talking about Brian out there. Like he's done quite a bit on our bike. That's at Denny's Harley Davidson, Springfield, Missouri, our hometown dealer. Definitely couldn't do this without you guys. Appreciate you guys, no doubt. Big shout out to Denny's Harley Davidson.
Yes. And Josh, I don't know. Josh, is it Josh AA or is it Josh AA?
Good question.
Wondering. He said, how many youngins do y'all have?
Got 5. They range from 15 to 22 years old. Actually, our oldest, Jasmine, will be in the video. That stuff is fixing to drop. She went down to New Orleans on Wednesday, which was Ash Wednesday, for a conference for college, and we got to meet her, and we actually hung out with her quite a bit. It was a great moment. So she's 22. And she turned 21 last year, of course. But we hadn't ever got to go to the bar yet to hang out and have a drink. So we actually got to have our first drink in a bar in the quarter right after Mardi Gras. So it was a cool moment. Where are we at? We're at the
chart room.
At the chart room.
Mm-hmm.
So at the chart room. I was trying to think that when I was talking. So yeah, we got 5 kids and 4 girls, 1 boy. Posted a little bit about the boy the other day on a story. You got him a 450 Honda the other day. So he's been buzzing around on that. I rode it. Holy shit. The thing's a lot of fun. I killed it right off the bat. Clutch is totally different than what I'm used to. And I killed it. And of course, kickstarting the damn thing. I looked over and he was like, Dad, you want me to do it? And I was like, no, I'll do it. Just give me a minute. So I got her started and then rode around a little bit. We gave him Senna, and he's going to be doing some recording too. So he's really excited about that. Excited for the boy. He's the whole reason why we're on a motorcycle. Because years ago, Kendra and I went to a divorce with his mom. And anyway, I got my whole personal life. I'm not going to get into that or anything, but my girls were gone, and they're half brother and sister. So the 2 girls were gone, and it was just me and Kendra at home, and we were hanging out. We watched a lot of Natural Circus. So one day he's like, Daddy, I'm on a dirt bike. So we got him a dirt bike the next week, and then I ended up getting me a dirt bike, and we rode, and then we ended up building and getting and redoing a little chopper for him. And then I built my first chopper. And if you'll look through our post under, you'll see where Kendrick's really little and he's got his chopper and my chopper, and we're nosed up at each other. We built those little choppers, his little one, mine. And we're sitting there like we're in a fight. So he's the whole reason why I'm riding the bike. So, yep, it's a big stemming story with all the kids, and they definitely keep us grounded. But like I said, they're up to the age now where and they don't even give a shit about anything we're doing, really. Like they're just like, where you at? Where you at? And they super support us, and we're having a lot of fun with it. And
but they are older, and they, they're all got their own things going on, and
they're doing a lot of good stuff. College, got one fixing to graduate college this year, so she's going to be. Got another one, working in medical field. She's doing really good. Another one over there, she's got her a good job now and doing really well. And then we got 2 that are just about to graduate, so high school. Yep. So got our hands full.
It is.
And we don't really talk about that a whole lot. We got all that going on as well.
Yeah, we try and keep that a little separated.
Yeah,
but you can't really do that completely because they are such a huge part of your lives and part of our lives every day. And it is difficult, but
we got our hands full. Yeah. It's been super fun.
And I was gonna say Josh AA.
Got
it. Yes.
Josh AA.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is right before 9 o'clock.
Right
So,
on, guys. So we've been on here for about an hour and 50 minutes. All you guys, I have no idea why you are not doing something more excited on your Friday night.
Well, it's because everyone's quarantined.
It's all good. So if you are quarantined, just remember, it just gives you another reason to go watch all of our videos here on the Ornery One on YouTube.
Yes.
Thanks for all you guys chiming in and tuning in. Steph and I look forward to this every Friday night, somewhere around 7-ish. Going live with you guys, kind of keeping up. We'll be getting a lot of stuff ready on the bike, like I was saying. We'll be heading out. Hopefully we'll be going to Arizona Bike Week. We'll see how that all plays out. If not, we'll be doing something else. So
yeah. And Clinton, you said when is it safe to order some of y'all's goodies to get it in a timely manner after your trip and get them settled back in?
That's a good question.
So I've got since we were gone, I've got some orders in store that I need to be processing this coming week. So I have that on my agenda to do before we leave out if Arizona Bike Week is still a go. So if you want to order now, you're more than welcome to. If you order right before we leave or while we are on the road, then of course I'll just add it to my agenda when we get back.
Yes, and so what he's talking about is Steph screen prints our own shirts, our logo. She made the screen print, and of course she screen prints them. Then they cure and goes through the whole process. So these are all handmade that we do. So that's why he's asking. There's also Teespring, which is down below. You can do that. That's, of course, Teespring doing our logo on our shirts. We get a little portion of that. As you can see, we got some stuff here already done. So it's in the process. And then we just start screen printing on all kinds of stuff. I think I'm going to put this on my jacket. I don't know. Found some.
Yeah.
So,
and Dan Dockery, I'm glad to see you on here.
Hey, man.
And congratulations on the news.
That's just what I was going to say. You guys are going to do y'all thing, and you're coming up in here. Hopefully, I'm not really sure about our schedule because we're still waiting on to see how things all play out. So maybe we'll be up and around here.
Yes.
That's what we've been doing today, kind of scratching my head, looking around and everything.
And it may be one of those things that, gets canceled at the last minute or not. So we'll just play everything by ear. And if our schedule changes, if you guys were planning on meeting us along the road or meeting us at an event that does get canceled, I do apologize if we're not able to make it or whatnot.
But we'll be around somewhere.
Yeah.
We got some other ideas in the plan thinking about. So it ain't going to get us down. We're going to keep on motivating.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Like always, thanks for tuning in. I about did the whole stay on there. But once again, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate everything. I want to give a big shout out to Denny's Harley Davidson. Thank you for what you do. Custom Dynamics. Thank you, boys. Y'all working your ass off down there. Our bike is doing amazing. Everything's doing great. Just a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for everything. Each and every one of y'all. VA, if you're still on here, thanks for cracking on the old bike, working on it. And we'll be going live again next week somewhere about this time. Steph will be dropping a video within an hour or so for all you members. So if you are a member, you'll get to watch us a little before everybody. Like I said, if you see anything on there that needs to be tweaked, let us know.
Yes.
And anything else you want to add?
Yeah. Thank you to all of our members. You guys are the reason that we're on the road and we're able to do this. Also to Custom Dynamics. They are one of our sponsors this year, and we appreciate them. You guys will see their logo in our videos and stuff. They have been a huge part of how we're being able to stay on the road so much this year.
Good people.
And we appreciate that. And, of course, you guys that keep us going, the members and Super Chats, we appreciate it.
That's just what I was saying. Sum it all up. Thank you guys so much again, all you members. I appreciate you so much. Going on here and taking your time with us. It means so much to Stefan. Thank you. And with that, guys,
do not cough on anyone.
Don't cough on anybody. Do the little whatever, no
and
handshakes, whatever. I've been shaking everybody's hands. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And like always, y'all stay on.